When my commissioners offered domestic partner benefits for the first time, I told them that it felt like for the first time I was not a second-class employee, that I belonged here. That changed a few weeks ago. We were not following closely the progress of House Bill 4770. We should have been. But it was only within a couple of weeks that I realized exactly what might happen. I didn't think it would happen, but it did. And we suddenly found out that we are not welcome here. We are not welcome in this community that we love, in this state that we love. And even though the financial implications of that are important, it will cost us $8,000 to $10,000 a year to make sure that we both have adequate health care coverage in the future. What really hurts is that message that this is not a place where you are welcome, simply because of who you are. We love our community, we love our state, and we want to stay here, but we simply won't be able to for emotional and financial reasons if this law isn't overturned.
My name is Gerardo Ascheri, and in addition to what my partner just said, I would like to tell you about how 2 summers ago, exactly on June 15, 2010, I became an American citizen. And it was a very momentous day. It was a euphoric day for both of us. And it was the culmination of years of struggles, hardships, paperwork, visas, trips to the consulate, going back home, coming back. So it was a beautiful day. So you might not understand why it means so much to me, but I do come from a country. I grew up during military regimes in which the media was censored, the education was censored. We couldn't speak our mind. We couldn't say what we wanted. We couldn't express ourselves. You had to comply. You couldn't be whatever you wanted to be. You couldn't be different. It was a country that later had probably one of the worst brutal human rights records in the world. A country that went into political, social turmoil. A country in which death squads would come to your house and arrest people, and then you will never see them again. And their only crime was to be different, to think differently, to be involved. So when I came to the US and I got my American citizen, it was such a relief to leave all that behind. And on the upbeat sense, it made our relationship more equal, because he was no longer the national one anymore, and I was no longer the resident alien anymore. So we are both the same. We just made a trip overseas recently, and I used my American passport for the first time ever with great pride. So you can imagine what a shock this law had on us. Not only ruined our Christmas, it also tarnished all the books that I read for my citizenship examination. I read the Constitution, I read about the American government, I read about the check and balances, I read about the history of the United States, I read about the history of the government in Michigan, and it comes to a shock to me that all of a sudden, I'm again a second-class citizen. And I think this law is appalling. I don't know, I couldn't believe. It's beyond belief. And I think that this law goes against all the principles and all these ideals that this country is founded on. And I think I'm very grateful for the ACLU that they're going to challenge it. Thank you very much.